So really, first things first, you have to ask yourself, where is the blog? So typically you see at the top, you see some sort of drop down. I'm going to assume it's under resources, but it isn't drop down. So it's not crawled immediately, which is a little disappointing considering that's going to house for a lot of people over 50% of their content. What we just saw even in the sitemap, let's take a look. So it's 311 pages. Maybe they did that for a reason. Maybe they're a fan of the band, but let's take a look. Maybe it's 331. Okay. So again, we do the closing look, 311. Yep. So what we want to do is look at blog, more specifically this blog, probably like that. And so that's what we're talking about. 244 of the 311 pages on this website are blogs. And that's not very uncommon because you rely on blogs to be your very consistent, dynamic, trending form of content. So it would be probably a pretty good idea to have some sort of link, because when I go to resources, as I imagine, there it is. So you're kind of like telling Google, hey, you're going to go to my website. The blog's not there right away. Go to resources, go to a blog, then you're going to go to the resources blog. So you're already on the second tier there. From there, it appears that they break it into categories, but those categories didn't seem to be broken down. Actually, this isn't broken into categories. It kind of just looked like that was. Because second marriages didn't seem like it would be exactly the name of a blog. It sounds like more like an article or actually a practice area or a legal service. But either way, one thing also is that the fact that you click through and it actually removes the subdirectory of resources and then it goes to blogs. So then actually this isn't really never really crawlable according to the website. That's a redirect. So I definitely wouldn't recommend that. So at this point, yeah, you can actually break it down into different categories. It uses JavaScript instead of dedicating another page with its own feed. So that's pretty cool. Easy to use. There is room for the potential. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but you could do categories here. You could make it its own like probate section. You could optimize a probate section. You could optimize an elder law section, elder law blog, or topics or articles, Cleveland, Ohio, Northeast Ohio, what have you. But definitely not necessary. From here, you're also you're not really able to see when these were published right off the bat. I do like to see dates because blogs are trending. They're kind of contingent on dates. So if there's anything that associates it with a published date, I typically think that's important. It seems also like if you go to all, they kind of double down on some estate planning for a long time and go through it. But that's kind of like their own initiative. It also could be timely. And then as far as the content, maybe the lawyers write it themselves. They're doing, as we talked about before, internal linking, external linking. So this internal linking to the appropriate place on the website, that's great. Marital trust goes to appropriate place. Power of attorney, again, another place. Consult, so it goes to consult your team. No external links there. We can go to another one. Again, as a contact goes there. I think in this situation, it probably looks like, well, not only, this is a very short blog, but maybe there's not that much to talk about. But it seems like in a situation right here, I don't know what the heck that is. I'm sure people visiting here probably do know what it is, but there isn't anything there. This isn't highlighted. This is a link, as you can see that they used a contact a special education attorney here. I would assume that's linked. For some reason that isn't highlighted, and we can maybe take a look about why it's not highlighted and what makes this one highlighted. Body pay. All right, it's just in a different element. All right, that's not important, but we can't tell how often they're doing this. There's never any external links. Some are long, some are shorter. There are call to actions. There is space here to do some other stuff, such as complimentary articles or the words accolades, a little bit more information, a contact form. So there's room for improvement, but as long as these articles are being written kind of in a timely way, maybe like 3 or 4 a month at minimum, maybe a little bit more depending on what time of the year it is. If there's anything that's contingent on a season or the time of the year for anything, such as, I don't know, estate planning. If there's trends that show that it happens more in Q4 opposed to Q1, I couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. That'd be good. But sometimes it's written by attorney. Sometimes it's written, as a whole. Let's see what happens when we go here. I guess this is the blog and the author. You can search by author. So those are some things for consideration. As we said before, 244 blogs on this website. That's how you see 25 pages here. Interesting URL that kind of is auto-generated from clicking there, but that's all other things. So it's kind of some of the highlights that I find from this blogging. And then I think that there's a part where we look at FAQ links. So we're going to look at that in the next video.